My name is Tracy Mugley, and I sit on the Saskatoon Community Foundation board. I'm very happy to be your MC for the evening. As we gather here today, we acknowledge we are on Treaty 6 territory and homeland of the Métis. Let us pay our respect to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place we call home and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Welcome, everyone, to the PotashCorp Saskatoon Community Foundation Cultural Gala. Tonight marks the 10th year for our gala, its diamond anniversary. And now may I present the Saskatoon's Children's Choir, founded in 1996 by Artistic Director Phoebe Voits, and has performed for diverse audiences alongside the Saskatoon Chamber Singers in Saskatoon Opera's production of Bizet's Carmen, for the Meewasin Valley Peace Assembly, and even for Queen Elizabeth II and at the Lieutenant Governor's Centennial Gala. Please stand as the Saskatoon Children's Choir sings O Canada. Okay, thank you so much to the Saskatoon Children's Choir. We certainly know why this group performs internationally. Let's hear it for the Saskatoon Children's Choir. You make us so proud. At this time, I would like to invite Diane Boyko, Chair of the Greater Saskatoon Catholic School Board, to the stage to bless our evening and the food and celebration we share tonight.
Thank you, Tracy. Slava Isusa Christu. Glory be to our Creator. Please join me in reflection and prayer. O Creator of time and eternity, help us look to the past with gratitude and to the future with hope. We remember this day those who have gone before us here, who labored not for themselves alone, but with a vision of building for the future, a world better than they had known themselves. Inspire in us also to like vision, that we too may labor for things beyond ourselves, that our lives may be dedicated to higher purposes and grand horizons. Make us unafraid of hopes and dreams. Release us from cynicism and despair. Teach us to be realistic about our limitations, but never to lose hope in our potential to transcend them. Bringing the body, mind, and heart together, we come to know ourselves and remember who we are and why we are here. Let us pray silently together, each one of us according to our individual beliefs. Let us offer thanks for our food, the hands that prepared it, and the blessings of fellowship around us. Let us be a source of hope for those in need and contentment for those who are lonely. Let the feelings of love, kindness, and a well-directed yet gentle spirit always be reflected in our actions. Let us give gratitude for our opportunity to serve each other and our community in Saskatoon. We give our thanks today. Amen. Enjoy a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much, Dan. As I said earlier, I'm Tracy Mugley, and I sit on the Saskatoon Community Foundation board. I'm very happy to be your MC for the 2016 Gala, and on behalf of the board, staff, and our dedicated Gala committee, I'm very proud to be a part of presenting a unique evening of gourmet food, fine beverages, and the finest cultural performances Saskatoon has to offer. I would also like to thank our security guards, you may have noticed earlier, for tonight's raffle package of a diamond pendant and earrings. Masala Models, thank you very much for being our security guards for the evening. Tonight we are going to take you through a wide sampling of incredible food, amazing performances, and some of the best live auction prizes you've ever seen. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it is all in celebration and support of this wonderful community we call home. I joined the Saskatoon Community Board to help build a stronger community, and I am proud to say that we have achieved a few incredible milestones in the past couple of years. Just a few short years ago, it was a long-term goal of our board to be able to grant $1 million every year. By 2010, we granted an unprecedented $2 million in just 1 year, and then in both 2014 and 15, we granted over $5 million to programs and charities in each of those years, and that is thanks to great programs like Friends of the Bowl and the generosity of folks like you here this evening. The more we grow our foundation, the more support we are able to provide each year. The more community partnerships we can help to facilitate, the deeper our impact can be in making Saskatoon the best community in which to live. And I can tell you, as somebody who works in healthcare, specifically with those struggling with mental health and addictions, that this kind of support has never been more important. Throughout the evening, you will learn a bit more about where the money goes and what types of programs we are supporting. And now it is with great honor that I introduce our next speaker. I know he takes great pride in sponsoring this event and in the roles he plays as a member of Saskatoon Community Foundation Board of Directors and Grants Committee. We are especially pleased he has taken time to join us tonight, given how busy he has been with a rumored proposed merger. And we are especially impressed that one of the key merger criteria was that Agrium will finally be required to buy a table at this dinner. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of PotashCorp, Wayne Brownlee, with our Saskatoon Community Foundation Board Chair, Greg Keller.
No, you're not. Thanks, everybody. We're going to add an auction item. How much the bidding is going to be to see the tattoo on Tracy's lower back. Are we just about even?
Tit for tat.
Good evening. It's great to be here, and welcome to the 2016 Saskatoon Community Foundation Cultural Gala. We're so excited to be part of this event. It's an opportunity to gather with friends, enjoy an evening of highlighting Saskatoon's cultural and artistic diversity, and support the efforts of the Saskatoon Community Foundation. PotashCorp's been title sponsor of this gala now since 2010. And over that time, we've developed a strong partnership with the Saskatoon Community Foundation. As I'm sure you're aware, PotashCorp has a very substantial philanthropic activity in the province and the city of Saskatoon, to the point of almost being embarrassingly ubiquitous. But I want to just sort of tell you this, the key reason for the involvement is not just the headline of the PotashCorp in the title, but it's actually to take advantage of the breadth and the depth and the knowledge of the Community Foundation, of its staff and its granting committee, who oversee grants to over 200 community organizations in Saskatoon, spanning social, artistic, youth, elderly, disabled, Aboriginal, New Canadian, and many, many other organizations. And so there's a lot to learn from them. And in fact, I would just say to you, anybody who is looking to give back to the community, the information that you can gain and the advice and the direction that you can gain from the staff and the granting committee could be very, very helpful in what you might want to do in giving back to the community. So it's helped us substantially, and I would encourage you to consider it as an option in terms of giving back to the community. I want to offer special thanks to the many volunteers, and Sherry, Mediant, your team have done a great job again. The decorations are great. Let's give them a hand, if you don't mind. These events always take up so much time from the volunteers, and it's an incredible decoration that you put in place. So thank you so much. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our mayor, His Worship Don Atchison, for his inspirational support of this gala and the Saskatoon Community Foundation. This is the gala's 10th anniversary. Over those 10 years, this gala has raised over $3.2 million, all of which has gone back into the community. At the same time, the assets and endowments of the Community Foundation have risen in that 10-year period from $11 million to $63 million. Make no mistake, this has been done to the tremendous efforts of many, many volunteers and the staff of the foundation. But the foundation has also benefited substantially from this promotional spotlight that's offered from this gala event, and it's made a big difference. This event's success has been due, in no small part, to the support it has received on many levels, from planning to execution, from His Worship and his wife, Mardell. From the beginning, Mayor Atchison has had a vision of what this event could be, has actively participated in it with a strong focus on homegrown artistic and cultural talent. He's also allowed the office of the mayor to be a patron of this gala, and it's brought instant credibility from the very beginning to the gala to be the success that it's become. So, Your Worship, Don, if I might, and Mardell, at PotashCorp, we feel privileged to have been able to have worked with you and to make this event the success that we've had, and we do owe you a debt of gratitude. Final thanks. Final thanks to all of you who have come out tonight and at all the other galas. The reason that this is a success is because of you and your inspiration and your devotion to the community, and the support that you bring. So please give yourself a hand. Thank you very much. And that's it, Greg. Actually, we call him lovingly Grumpy Pants.
That was yesterday, Wayne. So thanks, Wayne, and thanks to the PotashCorp for their support over the years. I think it's number seventh year, so thanks very much to PotashCorp. Good evening, welcome, and thank you for your attendance and support of the PotashCorp Saskatoon Community Foundation Cultural Gala. As Wayne said, my name is Greg Keller, and I'm the board chair of the Saskatoon Community Foundation. And at this time, just in a little bit, I'll invite to the stage a gentleman who needs no introduction to our city, a man who has been a tireless advocate for our community and a patron of this event from its beginning 10 years ago. Now, I was told, and I think Wayne might have broke the rules, that I couldn't use the M word. Okay, so I'm just going to say, I'm going to invite the guy up, that if you had a question for the mayor, you direct it to him. Don, please.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to be with you once again, to be able to bring greetings on behalf of all the citizens of Saskatoon City Council. I do want to recognize Councillor Paulson right off the bat, being able to work with her for the past 16 years, and it was absolutely spectacular and wonderful. Thank you for all your service to the community as well. Councillor Clark is with us today, along with MLA Corey Tucker. I don't know if I ever thanked you for Circle Drive South Bridge or the Parkway Commuter Bridge, Traffic Bridge, but thanks ever so much for that too. But you know, this is a very, very special evening. I remember when we first got started dealing with the Saskatoon Community Foundation and what this evening would look like. And we went through about 3 years of talks and discussions along the way, and we were finally able to get to the point of having a cultural gala with homegrown talent. And for me, that was the single most important thing of all. And I have to congratulate the Saskatoon Community Foundation for being so brave, because it's easy for someone to have a vision, to have a dream, but someone has to be financially responsible at the end for it, and the Saskatoon Community Foundation stepped up. The board of directors back then were absolutely phenomenal in going to work to make sure that it was a tremendous success. The people that worked on the committee itself went out and knocked doors and they tried to explain what this could be. And to each and every one of you, thank you ever so much for being part and parcel of that. Because without you, we would not have been able to raise this $3.3 million so far. PotashCorp came on as a title sponsor. And I want to say that PotashCorp has been absolutely phenomenal, not only for this event, but for so many events in our community. I think of the PotashCorp Kinsman Playland. They invested in our city $7.5 million, and then we got Campotex, they invested another $1.5 million for us to be able to enjoy with our children and grandchildren. But you know, the Community Foundation as well, when you think of all those people that are in need, that need someone to nurture them, to let them know and believe that in fact someone cares about them, someone loves about them, and that they're truly special as well. So I just want to thank each and every one of you, the Saskatoon Community Foundation, the PotashCorp, but in particular, I want to thank Mardell. Because, you know, Mardell's the one behind the scenes all the time, and I'm sure sometimes she rolls her eyes when I tell her about these different ideas and dreams and visions I have. But, you know, she jumped in with both feet to help out as much as possible to get us to the other end with this event. And without Mardell and all of those that were involved, I say thank you. Thank you ever so much for making Saskatoon a healthier place, more vibrant, caring, compassionate, and understanding. And because of that, we all truly do benefit and shine together. Thank you ever so much, and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Don. Actually, at this time, I'd like to call Mardell up to the stage as well, please. So if you'd let me, I'd like to take a few moments on behalf of our board and our entire community to express our thanks and gratitude to Don for his vision for this one-of-a-kind event. Every community initiative needs a champion. And since the Gala's inception 10 years ago, Don and his wife Mardell have been instrumental in making this event the huge success it is today. Such an impact does not come without significant effort. The mayor's role has been far more than ceremonial, and he and Mardell have went above and beyond his office when it came to supporting the gala. They even opened their home numerous times in previous years for dinner with the M word, one of our live auction prizes, one of which I was fortunate enough to take part in and get a little insight into the thinking of Don and Mardell. In addition to being a founding member of the Gala Committee, he has spoken passionately about the foundation at countless public appearances and persuaded many to support the foundation. More importantly, Don led his name and the name of his office for the last 9 years to bring attention to the event that is now helping the Saskatoon Community Foundation raise the $3.2 million that we've raised in the last 10 years. and he's also now helping us bring the Saskatoon Community Foundation name to the forefront with the change in name for this event. Donna Mardell, on behalf of the board and staff of the foundation and our entire community, I would like to thank you for your contribution to this event. The impact is forever. In recognition of your contributions to and support of the Gala, the Saskatoon Community Foundation is pleased to announce the creation of the Donald and Mardell Atchison Fund. From this day forward, this fund will recognize Don and Mardell as patrons of the Saskatoon Community Foundation.
I would like to introduce our next group of entertainers. On behalf of Gordon Tututsi, Niganawin Theatre, are Saskatoon's finest Métis dancers. Warren Isbester-Bear, Courtney Anaquad, Stephen Proper, and Nian Saskamoose are here to perform for us.
Wow, I didn't want to get back up here. I want another performance. That was fantastic. Thank you so much here on behalf of the Gordon-Toothoosis Niganniwin Theatre, Saskatoon's finest Métis dancers, Warren Isbister-Bear, Niana Sasakamoose, Courtney Anaquad, and Stephen Prosper. Let's hear for them for entertaining us with the traditional dance of the Canadian Métis. Part of my role on the board is to sit on the grants committee, and I can tell you that giving out grants is the most rewarding part about being on a committee. Each year we hear about amazing projects offered by charities in our city, and we decide which ones the Saskatoon Community Foundation can play a supporting role as funder. Right now, we would like to show you a brief video that explains how we work together with leaders and charities in our community to support projects that benefit us all.
Saskatoon has been my home for 30 plus years, and I felt that Saskatoon Community Foundation was the one organization that really brought about memories of the community back home, where if your neighbor needed assistance, you dropped what you're doing and did what you could to help that neighbor.
We all work together and we all play a role in making Saskatoon a great community. But the purpose of Vital Signs is to present community data in a wide range of focus areas such as education, work, arts and culture, even belonging and leadership, in a way that's easy to understand and helps to generate conversations and dialogue that's purposeful and will help us to make Saskatoon a better community.
The partnership with Saskatoon Community Foundation has been absolutely invaluable to create a separation between the City of Saskatoon and our independent group of Friends of the Bowl Foundation, so that as we went out looking for donors, the donors knew they were giving money to Saskatoon Community Foundation to hold for the Friends of the Bowl Foundation to revitalize the Gordie Howe Sports Complex. It just was an invaluable part of our entire campaign and our entire process.
So we have over 100 children in our care every single day. And the opportunity for the kids to play on natural environment outside sounds like a really simple idea, but what they gain from it is so many different things. They learn their physical capacity, their physical abilities. They learn to problem solve. They learn to communicate with their peers. They learn to be safe, and they learn to explore. And so it's not just, improved playground material or new play structures or anything like that. It's really an environment that allows kids to develop these lifelong habits. Every dollar that goes into early years as an investment pays off significantly, exponentially in the long run.
I'm amazed at all that the Saskatoon Community Foundation has done. I'm even more inspired by all that it can be. I see a future where the foundation is more engaging, more welcoming, more inclusive, so that we all feel that sense of belonging. Recently, our board signed the Philanthropic Community's Declaration of Action. That's a commitment we embrace.
The Saskatoon Community Foundation makes giving easier because it's an organization that administrates the money in perpetuity, invests the income, and then distributes it. It's an all-in-one shop for philanthropy. It's a great way to set up a fund for giving in somebody's memory or for a cause that you believe in.
In the video, we heard about the outcome of last year's signature grant to the Saskatoon YMCA. The grant to the YMCA was part of our focus on the first 2,000 days of life. By investing in Saskatoon's youngest citizens, we can make the greatest impact with our funds on the future of our community. The focus on the early years does not mean that we don't support a wide range of programs and services for all Saskatoonians. It simply means that many of our grants focus on the early years, and this continued in our 2016 grants. Now it is my distinct pleasure to announce that the 2016 signature grant has been awarded to Read Saskatoon. Read Saskatoon's Executive Director, Cheryl Harrell-Urich, joins us tonight. Cheryl, thank you for joining us tonight with our Executive Director, Carm Michelenko. For a number of years, Read has been pursuing partnerships with other organizations to enhance service delivery and improve efficiency. In 2016, Reed Saskatoon moved its premises into a new shared space with the Arthritis Society and the MS Society. Part of that shared space is an early learning center, which will be used to deliver family literacy programs, but also be shared with the other agencies, resulting in a greater impact. The Saskatoon Community Foundation is proud to support Reed Saskatoon's efforts to improve literacy in our community. Congratulations, Cheryl, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
It's not a blank check.
And it's not a blank check, it's really $50,000. Much of the money raised tonight and from the last 9 years of this gala is invested into our Saskatoon Fund and will continue to grow and grant out for years and years into the future. These are the funds that allow us to respond to the current needs of our community, like the Reed's Early Learning Center. So thank you to every one of you here this evening. Your ticket or your silent auction purchase is going to help make Saskatoon the best community in which to live for all of our citizens.